West Ham's already linked with Edson Alvarez. It's now linked with an American midfielder. So we have Mexico, the United States, and now just to complete this trio, a Canadian needs to be linked. Anybody fancy throwing Jonathan David's name in there? Maybe Alphonso Davies is one of those very strange fake ITKs that goes around on the internet. No? Well, the bottom line is, an American's now being linked with West Ham United Football Club, and apparently he wants to join. This is what the reports are saying. The fact that he wants to join West Ham is quite something big, and it's something that the club should instinctively act on. I hope so, because the American we're talking about is the Declan Rice replacement. It is no other than Valencia's young star, Yunus Musa. Moving to West Ham would feel like some kind of homecoming for Musa. He previously has lived in London. He was part of Arsenal's academy from 2012 to 2019 and then joined Valencia that same year. He's been with Valencia for 4 years and has made 94 appearances, scoring 2 goals. He has 25 caps for the United States national team. He's also eligible to play for Ghana through his parents. Shortly after he was born, he moved to Italy, and that's where he started to take an interest in football. Trevor Bumstead, who was the Arsenal under-16 coach, said that Musa, quote, has fantastic physical attributes and the drive and determination to go with that. He can play anywhere to get into a team, but his favourite was as a central attacking midfield player. Since the days of him playing in the under-16 team, he's transitioned a bit further back into a defensive midfielder position, and mainly playing as a central holding midfielder, and sometimes playing as a natural centre midfielder. Musa certainly has a very robust personality about him as far as his footballing ability goes. I think that he's got the physical and psychological attributes to play in the Premier League because of his diversity, his powerful tackling, his positional sense, and his ability to read the game. Being able to read the game and having the extra physicality are 2 traits that a defensive midfielder is going to need to play in a top 10 team in the Premier League. That's just my opinion. That's open for you to judge. Musa's pursuit has been handed a massive boost for clubs who are interested in signing him. This would include West Ham United. Rumour has it that he is going to be available for around £21 million. That's according to Estadio Deportivo in Spain. If you are looking at this transfer fee, you've got to take into account that this will not be a lot of money from the sale of Declan Rice. Should Rice go for £100 million, as an example, 21 million is less than 25% of that money received. The other 79 million can then be spent on a couple of more players. That's at least 100 million as well, by the way. There'll be a lot more to spend down the line. I'm sure of it. Maybe other player sales will happen, and that will be covered on From the Anvil maybe within the next week or so. Now that transfer window is officially open, clubs are going to start moving for players. Musa is going to be highly sought after, in my opinion. Valencia's had a very rough 2022-23 campaign. I have this little thing that he will be moving abroad at some point over the next couple of months. Even further intensity has been added to the rumours because he's now linked with the move to West Ham and, more so, wants to join the club. A player wanting to join the club is quite rare from our stance, especially if nothing's gone in yet officially in terms of the bid. He already knows London very well, having lived there for 7 years of his life from the ages of 10 to 17. And he knows London pretty much inside out. Maybe he wants to experience living there as an adult. He lived there as a child, And now that he's grown up and is earning a lot more money from playing the sport he loves, he can enjoy living there again. Maybe experience what it's like to play for a club with one of the biggest fan bases in England for a team that has just won silverware. I will say this many times and die on the hill that West Ham's an attractive club, and I think Musa sees that. If he wants to sign, put down the 21 million very soon and start the negotiations. This is someone who can replace Declan Rice. It's not something we should turn our nose upon. Even more so that the player has reportedly wanted to join West Ham this summer.